we've made a little bit of progress. Specifically, some of the stuff that we ended up doing was actually putting some of these filters in here. As you can see, I have not done everything. I'm only flexing a little bit, and I'm just trying to sort out the blocks. What I'm using in this is going to be Xisumavoid's filter system for this item sorting system. If you go to not his most recent video, but it's like 10 or 12 episodes ago, I'll link it down in the description for everyone to go see. He included 37 screenshots of the best way to filter all items in the game. And it ends up taking, I think, 43 chests or something like that. So it doesn't use this entire thing, especially I'll probably have like 6 or 7 empty unfiltered chests to go in here. But he includes every single screenshot of how you're going to want to filter most of the items. They're not balanced, so let's say for the wood types, when you have a sign on there, you're gonna have to change out some of the filters that you put in there to rebalance it, because each slot, oh my god, each slot has a weighting of 1. So this item filler has a weight of 1. If an item stacks to 64 like the sticky piston does, then it also has a weight of 1. However, when it comes to some things like wood, they have a weighting of 4 because they only stack to 16. So basically what I have to do is I would take one of these out, and then I would also take out 4 more of those. So that gives you an idea of just kind of what has to be done. And I have to sort all these other items, which also means I have to gather every single item in the game, which I've never done before. However, I think it's going to be a good challenge, but it's one I'm going to take my time with, and I think the way that I'm going to approach it is I started getting these filters in now. Some of these things like the wood types will be easy, but I'm not going to show this on screen. Eventually, they'll just be done. The way that I'm thinking about doing it is I have all these chests over here that are unorganized. I'll just grab whatever item I need to organize. I'll put it in like a shulker box, make sure I put those filters in, and then I'll just run the system. And then I'll do that over and over and over and over again until I get everything working. Enough about the technical details of what we worked on last episode. What we want to look into now is the plans for this episode. What I'm standing on here is what I've currently just built. I don't know if I want to expand this farm or just keep it down here and like rebuild it into one of these module sections that I'm going to do. But this farm is essentially a very easy, simple version of Xisumavoid's recent Warped Wood and Crimson Wood farm. So from this I can farm Crimson Stems and Warp Stems and also Shroomlights, as well as all of their associated blocks. And the way that this works is, I'll give you a quick example, is essentially all I have to do is turn on this timer here, and let's quiet that down. So I'll turn that back on eventually. But there's a dispenser that just dispenses onto our warped nylium or whatever that block is down there, and it has a very low chance of growing one of these warped fungus on it whenever you put bone meal on it. So then from there I can just use 3 dispensers dispensing bone meal to instant grow it whenever it grows, and I have this piston timed out that it'll break all these extra little things like these warped roots. And then every now and then you'll get twisting vines or crimson fungus that grows. And it's not perfect. Every now and then it'll pop a warp fungus off. But having 3 dispensers and having this pulsed at the current time rate that we want it to be allows this to actually function in a sort of way that we are expecting. And as you can see, because of one of the plugins that we have on the server, that I can just instant mine warp stem whenever it grows, allowing this to just continue going on. It gives me all the warped blocks and everything, especially Shroomlights too. That's a really cool side effect. So I'm going to start building it with those a lot more often now, just because, oh shit, there we go. I think they're a really nice looking block, and they're going to go with the color palette that I am planning on using. So without a further ado, we're going to jump into the first time lapse of this episode, and we're going to build the hallways that are going to be decorating in our factory. So join me real quick for our beautiful little time lapse. And just like that, we have our first section of hallway done. I think you can kind of get the idea of the theme we're going for. It's definitely got these like cyan blue and like a little bit of purple and black. And I just think it's a really nice combination that when it comes together, it gives you just this really like cool vibe as you're walking down this hallway. So this will be the main theme that I'm planning on going for at least the hallways. Each room is going to be a little different. So for example, if we come over here, I'll probably do something themed, like here is a wool farm, right? A cool idea is I think that, so they're all in like these 3 sections. I might build up walls here to kind of like indicate all the different like sheep colors and whatnot that we have going on. And then over here in the mud room, then like we could build out all the details with mud, and I've left enough space that we can do some cool stuff with this. Another quick update that I have is that I've been working on some of the filters and categorizations that we have going on here. So you can see like this item here would have redstone. The most important ones I'm running for right now are like cobblestone and or stone varieties and whatnot. And I'm also working on deep slate. So to give you an example of what that might look like, I am using Xisumavoid's filters that he put in one of his videos. Again, link down in the description. That's not one, but one of these ones. So there's a few blocks I'm missing because I don't think they're really worth filtering. Of course, these are all very individualized, so you can change this to be whatever you want. But for now, like I can say, like the stone and deep slate filters are all in. So eventually, once this is completed running. Oh, okay. So yeah, our minecart is there, so it's currently not running, which means that we're done with all the filters that I put in. And now I'm scared that it's broken. So let's just throw all these in, because I just filtered all these different deep slate varieties and whatnot in here. So we should be able to just pour those in. We can see the items coming out, and then everything should now be filtered into this deep slate. Yep. Okay, so we hear that, and in roughly a couple seconds, items should start flowing into there. It's pretty quick. Yeah, look at that. Pretty quick. And then this is just going to be an ongoing project for a while. I'll be decorating this room once I get all the filters in place. But because I need to be jumping around and like seeing where everything is, I'm going to be spending some time just making sure that those filters are good. So that's what I'm going to be working on for just a little bit right now. Oh, you're probably wondering why I'm down here in the nether. Well, I'm down here to do this. I'll start off by saying these are not my 2x1s, these explosive tunnels. But I'm coming down here to mine in the exact same way. I brought a ton of wool with me so we can actually mine out some stuff in a very productive manner. But we need netherite because we have a cool data pack on this that will allow me to build some chunk loaders. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a little bit here. I need 9 netherite ingots, and I currently only have 1 ancient debris. So we're going to see how lucky we get. I put a timer on for like an hour, and I'm going to see how much ancient debris I can get in that time. So I will see you back at the end of the hour. Alright, it's been about an hour now, And next to me is the box of my wonderful loot. Let's see what we got. Ended up with 19 ancient debris, which is pretty good. I also liked getting some of this because all the comparators I used to build this, I am completely out of quartz, so that'll be good to have. I got some more supplies to go down there soon, but if we combine that with the one ancient debris that we had from before, so right now we have 20, which means that we have at least 5 ingots worth, and it's almost enough. We need 9 in order to get the 9 different chunk loaders that we're wanting to get. Although that's also going to require us to get 9 nether stars too. So this project might not be done in this episode because I am running a little bit shorter on time than I had originally anticipated. Alright, we're over here in our shopping district and a new shop has popped up. And Nuke, if you're watching this, I just needed to let you know something. Your building is offset from the road by 2 blocks. It's a very subtle thing, and I'm not asking you to fix it, but I need you to be aware of it. Also, what the hell is up with the no roof thing? I understand the sign, but like, come on, we fly over this. We see this stuff all the time, Nuke. Come on, my buddy, you got this. It's silly, but after seeing this, I've been tempted to just tear down the whole shop and move it 2 blocks to the right, because I know that's how it's such a small little thing, but it's bugging me. Anyways, the shop itself is really cool. So it's based off of so there's 2 cool aspects going on here. I don't need all 15 of these, but you come over here and he has an ender pearl stasis chamber set up. So we get that, so our ender pearl will just be hanging out here. The next cool thing is he's using the new skulk sensors that I think he has one under one of these blocks here. So when you walk over it, it causes pistons to open up. And then you're into his new shop, which is very thematically similar to my industrial mega base. That's okay though, which is one of my favorite things because this is very industry based. He sells industry based items, which is why we're here today for some stacks of iron. With the new lodestone feature that we've learned about, he has been using that to AFK his iron farm and has now just started getting a significant amount of iron blocks to go in here. Yeah, significant. So I was gonna at least buy a few stacks just to kind of get things going here. And because I'm also out of iron because of the giant sorting system that I just built. In order to get out of this shop now, so right here is the exit if you use the stasis chamber. So whenever I'm done shopping, I can come up, click the button, and just like that, we're out. So cool idea for a shop. I love it a lot. I just wish it had a roof, and I wish it had the alignment set up right. We're also back for attempt 2 now, because as we can see, Nuke got 23 seconds, Mighty got 29 seconds, and I'm sitting up here at almost 47 seconds. So I need to go ahead and actually make another attempt on this to see how we're gonna do. So before we begin, this is all the iron I have left. So thank you, Nuke, very, very much. And because of that, I'm gonna donate this to whoever wants to start on the server. Which I'm sure if you're interested, applications are open. Applications are open. If you're 18 plus, you can come on and join the server. We need to review every individual as it's not a public server, but I know that we are always interested in looking for more people. So if that interests you, please let me know, and then I can get in contact with all the other server members and we can discuss. For the time being though, we're gonna get another attempt on this one. So Nuke shared a bit of information with me that if you use flight duration 3 rockets, that it's much easier to actually go through the course. So we're gonna do just that, and let me get my timer started right here. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we know the course now. We know the course much better. He was spamming rockets all the time like this. shit. I missed it again. Oh my god. Okay. Stay calm, collected. This is the only way to do it. Okay. We made that one. Okay, that was what killed us in our timing last time. And time. Okay. So, this time, instead of 46.76 seconds, we did it in 32 seconds and some change. So, we're going to update our time here to 32 seconds. That is a 50% improvement upon our last time, which is significantly better. We're not entirely there. We're getting close to Mighty, and we're going to need some practice if we're going to get up to Nuke. However, if I was just able to get the one over there that I messed up, and honestly, like, these ones are all fine. I got the timing on that. Yeah, if I can just get the one over there, then we will be good. And I'm going to put this back for the next person. Yeah, that's good. That's very good. That's a self-improvement of 50%. I will take that every single day of the week. If we just do it, we don't even need to improve that much next time. So we just need to get a little bit better, and then we should be able to overtake Mighty for the number 2 spot on the leaderboard. That is all the time that we have for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you all here soon. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you here in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.